Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. Welcome back to Tumble, where we are very close to our second star. I didn't notice that at the end of the last episode, and I was like, hey, I'm going to do all of these things before the next episode, but then I realised this is a thing. We're about to get our second star on Tumble. Can you believe it? What is this? We have a staff promotion. Sure, yes. There we go. Lovely. We need to make this ward bigger again, don't we? Take up this space. We want to start using these buildings, and we need to sort this out. I'm liking this. We need to just sort it out. I think we're going to have like different zones here. And get it sorted. I think what we need as well is some additional nurses that work the fracture ward, because it's such a large fracture ward. There it is. I don't think we can afford to have nurses missing. So if one's training and one's on break and stuff like that, so I'm thinking a couple of extra will be good. Congratulations! Yay! Your hospital has been awarded a 2-star rating by the 2 Point Health Ministry. Whoop whoop. You continue to improve the health of our county's most disreputable oxygen junkies. How they praise the curative powers of their beloved fresh air. If you've ever spoken to one of them, I'm struggling with this one, aren't I? If you've ever spoken to one of them, you're sure to see that it has clearly damaged their brains. The sloppy, tree-loving buffoons. I digress. Charming. Continue with your osteological upkeep for more rewards, or go elsewhere and expand your organisation. Yours, fragrantly, Tarquin Foxbridge. Now, we are actually going to stay here, of course. We've got the large radiator unlocked now, which is fantastic. It'll help with rooms like this, right? For sure. What is this now? Goodbye. Right, so cure rate of 80%, fine. Thermal comfort to go up, that'll be fine. Cure 200 patients, that's fine. All that will just come in time. It's not a problem, Cure 6 patients in the ward. We're a bit busy. I'm not ready to deal with this ward yet. Mind you, there's no queues. He's pretty energised. Oops. He's not too bad either. Do you know what? I think we'll do it. Let's accept that. Not a problem. Because I am very keen as well to continue with this. I don't think we will decorate the ward just yet, but let's look at this. Maybe, do we have any more nurses for here? Oh, look, there's one. So there's one spare. Let's get her in training. Bertie. Oh, maybe it's not a her. Not sure. Ward. Get them in. No, it's a dude, look. And we will set him to work in the fracture ward. So there's one. There's one. And we are quite keen to get another, I think, spare over here. We've got some nice toilets. Oh, this is great. This will be a really nice waiting room once we've got it sorted. Now, let's sort them out with just the best staff room you did ever see. Should we have a look at these radiators? These radiators are great, actually. If we see here, the small radiator, which is pretty good for a small radiator, right? Let's put this on. Pretty good. Then we've got the medium radiator. Wow! And then we've got the large radiator. Look it! It's amazing. It really is. I mean, it's just insane, isn't it? It's just insane. So, no pillaging, please. So this radiator is going to be fantastic for a room like this, and then we can just get some little ones about the place, you know. That'd be fine. That'll be fine. So let's turn this off now. So we've got all these nooks and crannies. Now, when I was playing the demo, I had lots of different plans and things I used to do with all these sorts of nooks and crannies. One of the things that I always like to do with these types of areas, and this goes for in corridors as well, but I don't see why it won't work here, is having like a little telephone nook. Right, so they can have private conversations, and then I used to like to just put these, just so they can have like little private conversations on the telephone. How fantastic is that, you know? And then because I always like to put like arcades in these corners, I don't think we're going to be able to put them in there, but you know, we could. Actually, I don't think they'll go in here, will it? This is a staff room after all. But look, we could have a little book, because I used to like making little book nooks. Let's unlock. Look, a couple of these things. Here we go. Yeah, I used to like making like little reading nooks, so that'll be kind of nice. And then we can zone these things, right? So one thing that I like to make is a kitchen space. We know this. I like to make like kitchen spaces. So let's do it. Let's make... Oh, bong. That didn't sound good because we're ignoring the hospital again. There we go. Little kitchen space. And on this side, you see, we can have things like the coffee maker. We could have maybe this sweet dispenser. You know, get a binny down. Might put the binny here, like this, you know. We can have a lot of fun with this space. Do you know what? I do really want that. Where's the little chair? I can't see the little chair. I like the little chair. There it is. There's a little chair. You know. Oh, yeah. See, they've got like a little kitchen space now. And this could be like a gym area here, I was thinking. You know, we might be able to do... yeah, like a little gym space. You know, we might be able to have a small arcade area, like games area. So they've got like the dartboards. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. But yeah, we're gonna do stuff here. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But let's look at the hospital because it's suffering at the moment. They did 4 out of 6. We didn't pay attention to it, so they did quite well for us not paying attention to it. But yeah, we really do need to be paying attention to the hospital. I've spent so much time on the fracture ward. I've spent so much time on the fracture ward. We don't do lightheadedness, do we? No. No, we've got a ward, our fracture ward. We could do with moving these treatments out, because we could do with giving that nurse the lightheaded clinic, right? What do we think? Shall we do the deluxe clinic? Because we have Clementine here, who would be really, really good. Go on break, maybe Clementine. Really, really good at dealing with this stuff. If we grab this room, and I like to have cure clinics over here, so we're going to have to move the pharmacy over here at some point as well.
Objects should be poked with a special stick.
Okay. Wow, loads of people are dying all of a sudden. So let's get a couple of bennies down out here. And what we'll do... Actually, this is probably not the best way to do this. What we should probably do, sorry, is this. Move the door there. That might be better. Then put the bennies down. What? Then put the bennies down.
From Biffo Spender in today's inspirational quotes.
Okay.
A good platitude is
there we
worth
go.
1,000 latitudes. Not so great advice for
and then
though.
our doctor, our treatment doctor here, who's currently on break, we've already got her to... Oh, what was that? No. That's terrible. Right, let's do that. Okay. So let's build the deluxe clinic as well. Put the doors next to each other because she's running both rooms. Right, she's running both rooms. I suppose we don't really want patients walking too far. There we are. Excellent. Right, now this is probably going to be too much for a room like this. Let's have a look. Probably too much. Oh, that's all right, isn't it, actually? No, it's all right. Okay. More expensive to run, no doubt. Let's put down the bits and bobs to cover her needs while she's on duty, just to help keep her morale up a bit. Let's put in her certificate. Fantastic. The water fountain that we like to have, so she can have a drink, something to eat, and then, of course, the most important one, hygiene. Very, very important. Now, something's really important for the machine's health. It's going to be this. There. And just because it is what it is, we are just going to pop, I think, one of these in here right now. So that will do, I think. We could probably do with getting another doctor to help with these rooms, to be honest. That wouldn't go amiss. Let's pop that there so they can at least get a drink. They tend to want to drink more than food, so that'll help. Right, there we are. So let's see here. Who are you and what's going on? Your diagnosis is required. Now, you've decided to go into the toilet, which is mildly problematic right now. Because I'd like to see what your diagnosis is. But you're getting very low and you won't have time to make it to your appointment.
Nurse, please go to the pharmacy.
Okay. So if we send you for treatment, it's pharmacy right here. Get you to the top of the queue. Right. Are you going to the pharmacy? Who's our pharmacy nurse who might actually be on break? Oh, right now. Samantha. Now, I'm sorry, but we have a bit of an emergency over here, Samantha. If you could just get her in. And then, my dear, you can go on break. I say that. I say that. Oh, ooh, look. Another nurse for our fracture ward. A spare one. Another spare one. So there we are. I think we've got a couple of spares now. So that'll be good. So they should never be short of nurses. And then they can idle in this staff room. Excellent. Now, oh no. What's happening with you? Going to the ward. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's help them out a little bit. Let's see if we can... Oops, daisies. I know what we'll do. Let's do it this way. So let's see if we can just have a bit of a clear out. Get people to treatment who have their diagnosis now. Just help clear out these queues a bit. We could do with boning up our GPs. Because we're on level 11. They're just starting to struggle, but it's probably nothing that's training through, not just with the GPs, but with our diagnostic staff as well. So that they have bigger boosts to diagnosis, just so that they go to have less stages to go through. There we go. What are you on? 80. What's happening? You've been called into the room. Damn it. You're in the toilet. You could probably go. What are you at? 80 as well? Where are you? Oh, you're in here. Okay. So you need the fracture ward. Excellent. You are coming out of here, but waiting for stuff. Clown Clinic, we're not ready for just yet. Cure for, we'll give that a go. A ward emergency, not now. I'm pushing lots of patients through. So that looks alright. She looks a bit ropey, but she's at the top of the queue. Go home. Right. Now what's happening here, everybody? Oh dear. Now she's going on break. Definitely could do. Oh, there we go. You can be. You're perfect. There we go. There we go. Right. Because our treatment nurses, although probably we'll get a treatment nurse specific for things like the clown clinic and whatnot. Actually, do you know what? I might just send you home. Right. They're killing a lot of people in this ward. There's a lot of ward training to be done. It's possible as well that we don't have enough staff in here. And I definitely want to make this ward much bigger. That's also a thing. Do we have... Oh dear, you're not looking too hot, are you? If you get rid of this ghost... Oh, damn it. Right. You can then go on break. Does that sound alright, Bernie? Yeah, look. You're on it anyway. Look at all these treatments. We're killing lots of people from this ward. For sure. Blimey. We're definitely killing a lot of people in here. Oh, what happened here? There's another one. That quick. Sorry, Bernie. Okay, now you can take a break. We're killing a lot of people. Oh yeah, and we did set up this other reception, so they don't have to come all the way across the hospital. But we've got a big queue here now. Did you see it go under the reception desk, everybody?
You may not even be safe in your own home. That's why you need
Or, because the thing is that we'll need a toilet here and also a staff room, really. But I do like the idea of having a fairly big ward. And you can see here that we have nurse problems on this ward. There's queues. So what we might do is take this risk now. Sorry, everybody. I apologise. There we go. Oh, actually, no. I think some windows in a ward is a good idea. So we're going to do that. Let's see. It could be. We will have. We'll probably have less beds in here as a result than what we could ram in. But it's not all about ramming beds in. Right, we'll sort that out. Ooh. Here we go. So I think this is going to be our new ward size. Uh-oh. Earthquake, everybody. Earthquake.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor.
Oh no. That wasn't good. Right. Always in the toilet. Always in the toilet. Are you in the toilet? Oh, okay. Right, so let's have a look at our GPs. Yeah, so we could definitely do with some, like, Eugene here is a problem in the GP area. Definitely. So he needs training ASAP. So let's get that started. I could really do with getting some more training rooms, so because the money is starting to get better now. It really is. I hope everybody's going to be okay. You could probably go. Excellent. Staff promotion. Yes, please. A visitor. Oh no, Augustus wants to come back. I can't bear it. He's so unpleasant. He's just so unpleasant. Have you been called into the room? You have. Okay. We definitely need to sort out these GPs. They're not very good, are they? Go home for now. You can also go home, actually. Excellent.
Rival executive now approaching the hospital.
Okay.
Nurse needed in ward.
Nurse needed in ward. Right, so the demand is definitely going up on these GPs. Fracture emergency. 5 patients. We should be able to do that, particularly in this fracture ward, right? I mean, my goodness. What? We do have a small queue forming. Where are they? They're sort of on their way, I think. They've got to go through the hospital. So let's accept that. Where's that going to come? Is that going to come to this one?
And now, the dulcet tones
That would
of
be
yours
interesting.
truly,
I'm hoping it would
Sir
come into this one.
Bickleworth.
Or are they
We
just
have
going to walk in from
fascinating
somewhere? No,
discussions
they're bound
and some
to...
top-notch
Yeah, look.
melodies coming your way right here on
Look at that.
2 Point Radio.
Oh, no. Yeah. Fantastic. Haha. Awesome is this. Love the chopper. Right. Now, I don't know. What is it that you want to do? Is there something you want to get to? Cleaning up? Oh, right. Okay. This is the problem with these nooks on these sorts of levels. This has occurred. And then the janitors want to get to them to clean them up. I forgot about this on this level, so I can't do my little nooks. I think that's probably the only nook, this one too, that's being complained about. And it means that slowly the janitors will want to get there. 2 Point are aware of this, and it may be something that's dealt with in the future, but for right now we need to come up with a different solution. And there is only really one. I think what we'll do is we'll wait until we've got through this emergency. We'll put him on break, because you can't even drop the janitor in there to clean it up because it's an invalid space. So we will have to remove them, I think. On this particular level, any level where we have earthquakes, lightning strikes, those sorts of things. Bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. But maybe we can make a little staff and nook in this area using objects. I mean, that'll be alright, won't it? And we've managed to use these ones, so that's okay. I need this in this corner. I need to make that little living room space. That's what I want to do. I want to do this, you know, the usual. We can have more rugs in here because this is such a big staff room. We can have more rugs and just really enjoy this space. We'll do all sorts. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's just going to be the best staff room. Yes. Oh no. Have we got everybody? We have got them all in. That's fantastic. This is problematic. This. We definitely need another reception area, don't we? But it would need to be, I think, a bigger one, and it's almost rendering this reception here useless. So maybe I do need to force them through to here and have a bigger reception. One thing that we want to do with these rooms is this area is going to become further diagnosis. Okay, this is further diagnosis, everybody. So we're going to move all these people out of here. Let's do that. There we go. There's at the moment there's no others, so we could do probably with building more. We need to move. I know you're about to get treated. Rip. This is treatment, and we're going to be doing more treatment soon with nurses, so that can come over here, just so that we can slowly make space. We don't really have a place for training staff here en masse, because this is going to get filled, I would say, with with GPs. We are going to need a staff room over here. The toilets are important. Now, what's bugging me about the toilets is really they should be flipped over, for the simple reason that the doors then are in the middle, so they don't have to walk as far then. People won't need to walk as far to choose which toilet they need to go in, because of course they're different genders. The thing is if we have it this close, I don't know how we would deal with this reception. If we were to build a reception room here, I think we're going to have to move the toilets further apart in order to have a reception room here, because they're going to need to be able to get out. And then if I do that, it's too small. Do you see my... It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum. So if further diagnosis is going to be here, maybe we could start moving. We've got the copy button now as well, which will help with this GP process. But we might start moving them over here. This is one of these processes I always go through in my hostels, the rearranging. It seems better, I think, to have these over here. Let's put that there. What we might do is copy this one and pop it there, so we've got ourselves a new GP's office. Now, do I want to do this both sides, so there's 6 GP offices, or is it better to have like training and the staff room over here, maybe, you know? But it's a question of how many GPs are we actually going to need in this hospital? I don't know. You know, not entirely sure. I feel like I should leave enough room for one more GP's office here, but that would leave a very small corridor here. And then instead of having male and female toilets, maybe we go for just bigger toilets, maybe. You know? So if we take that restriction off, and it might be that we end up editing, but I think we should leave enough room for another GP office just there, something like this, and then we can have our reception room, but they can leave via the side here, and then we can have a couple of pods, right, like this. And then we can start playing with all of our bits and bobs. I'll move that. Something like that, I think. Meaning that we can remove this one and then force people down here, I think. Might be the way to do it. Well, okay, so I've made the hostel a real mess. What I will do is I'll tidy up all these bits, make sure that everybody has bennies, and just redistribute the heat, which is probably all over the place at the moment. And then we will be back to continue expanding. We definitely need some more diagnosis. We definitely need to look at our staff. And with this now sorted out, I'll be able to build more training rooms. And like I say, I now have a copy button. So we can just copy training rooms rather than having to build them all, which I think is pretty fantastic. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my SHIZWAH. See you next time, peeps.